We're going to make a recording.
Bravo! It was wonderful, Bunny.
Want to try another take?
Well, I don't see why. That seemed perfect to me. When I was 16 years old, my father told me that if I didn't give up music, he'd cut me off. Of course, he didn't understand. Music is my life.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Astilos with the Spiel on Entertainment, and I'm here with actor Simon Helberg, who many of you know from TV's hit show The Big Bang Theory, but now he is co-starring with Meryl Streep in a delightful new comedy called Florence Foster Jenkins. First of all, congratulations on this great film.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to talk about it with you and give you the spiel.
Well, we'll get started. Thank you.
Well, yeah.
A nice plug for the show there.
Yeah.
You play a unique character called Cosmo McMoon.
Cosme McMoon.
Cosme McMoon.
It's okay.
Thank
Nobody's
you.
ever had a name
But
like this.
he's a real life character.
He is.
And so what was it about this character and this film overall that attracted you to this project?
Well, the script was brilliant, and the name Cosme McMoon was also brilliant. So it kind of, reading this, even being in consideration in any way, was so mind-blowing that I just couldn't fathom that it was gonna happen, and it kind of fell out of the sky, and it was eerily easy from the moment of reading the script to getting the role.
Maestro, this is the talented young man I was telling you about.
And let's get started.
She's remarkable, isn't she? She can be a little flat.
Flat?
It defies medical science.
But the project, obviously working with Meryl and Stephen Frears and Hugh, but telling this kind of story, I'm a fan of the themes in the movie and the questioning perception and people that are somewhat deluded by their own passion, and then my character is just somewhat of an alien, so all of those things were appealing.
Well, clearly it's every actor's dream, certainly a young actor's dream, to work with someone of the caliber of Meryl Streep. What was that like for you when you actually were on set and meeting her and collaborating with her?
It was as unbelievable as I guess you'd imagine it to be.
My wife is ill.
Singing is her dream, and I'm going to give it to her. We have to help her because without loyalty, there's nothing.
You know, I played for the president when I was 8 years old.
Really?
Yes, Little Miss Foster, they called me. I had very high hopes of becoming a concert pianist. But then when the nerves were damaged in my left hand, that was not to be.
Rarely did a moment go by that I wasn't looking at her thinking, I cannot believe that I'm going through all of her movies and looking in her eyes. But at the same time, that also kind of fell away because she's a fully vulnerable human being and generous and kind and collaborative, and we were really there to make the best movie that we could make, and she sees everything almost in 360 degrees, so it's not about seeing the movie through her character's eyes, or she's seeing how this story needs to be told.
The lady is a lesson in courage, and we love her.
Oh, God.
She must never see this. I'd like every copy of the post-it you have.
I just think this might be too much for you.
This is my favorite place, and I'm going to sing here.
I cannot play Carnegie Hall with Madame Florence. We'll be murdered out there.
There was a moment of shooting in the Carnegie Hall sequence. She wanted to shoot all of the extras first, which meant that we went up and did a full performance of Queen of the Night off camera for the extras so that that Stephen could get a genuine reaction from these people. And so there she is, and there I am, doing this off-camera concert, which is something that someone of her caliber, may not be interested in that kind of thing. They may want to go home early, or they may not want to do their off-camera work or whatever, but she's there to get the best version of the story, and that's, she's also a genius, so those things, come hand in hand, I guess, but.
Now, for those people who haven't seen the film, your character is a very accomplished concert pianist.
Yeah.
And you accompany Meryl Streep's singing character. But people will be surprised to know that that's actually you playing the piano. So how did that get started in your background?
I think I wanted to be like a rock star. Well, I think I wanted to really be in some boy bands in the 80s. And then I, much like her, didn't really have a voice. I had the dance moves, and I even had the ducktail, but I didn't have anything else going. And so I started playing music, and I played in rock bands, I played in jazz bands, and until I was about 16, that was my dream. I wanted to come to Boston. I wanted to go to Berklee College of Music, and then I don't know. I think secretly somewhere under that, I guess I probably always wanted to act, and I fell into that, and I knew that's what I had to go do, and I never thought the moment would come where I'd get to do both at the same time, or, you know, I wanted to work with Meryl Streep, I wanted to go to Abbey Road, and somehow I ended up recording an album in Abbey Road with Meryl Streep, so that was very, very strange, and still kind of stunning to say, so.
Expand your diaphragm, Florence! I think Madame Florence might need more lessons.
You've achieved huge success by coming up on 10 years with The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
So clearly you've achieved a high level of fame through that. Now you're walking the red carpet with Hugh Grant and Meryl Streep. Are you prepared for or comfortable with the level of fame that this may bring to your career?
Well, now that you say it, I should probably call security. I don't, yeah, I haven't thought about it. It's hard to know what anything will be. I don't know. I didn't really know what the show would be either. So in some ways, being on TV incessantly and having so many people watch the show all around the world is sort of, I can't imagine anything being more intense. You know, even if this movie goes on to do great things, it's still, our show is, you know, we are impossible to avoid. Even on airplanes, you'd have to jump out of the airplane if you didn't want to look at my face. So I don't know how much more intense it can get, but we'll see. I'm ready. I'm working out, so I'm very. I want to just put the word out that you don't want to mess with me.
You're looking pretty buff, my friend.
Well, it's just the way this shirt hangs.
Well, again, great congratulations on this film.
Thank you.
Continued success with Big Bang Theory.
Thank you.
And also this film to come. We've been talking with actor Simon Helberg of The Big Bang Theory and the soon-to-be-released Florence Foster Jenkins. I'm Tim Estilos for The Spiel on Entertainment.
Oh, there's a camera there. Good. I thought you were just.
It was there. Yeah. Shout out.
Music is important. It should not be mocked.
She has done more for the musical life of this city than anyone, and that includes you.
3,000 people. They need joy. They need music.
But I'm afraid.
Madam Florence, you must go on.
This is what we live for, isn't it? This moment.
It's going very, very, very well.